Virginia. The Hokies take the field in this electric Enter-Sandman entrance. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, Clemson's head coach told me before the game, he understands what a challenge this is. Number one, the stadium is one of the best in college football. Every time you step foot in this crowd, in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Fielded in the end zone, it's Heath. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the back. Could not make his way to the corner.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Baker. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges, and you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now on the option. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. The handoff to Johnson. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down and 1, and they'll go for it. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Talk about getting excited just to lose it again. The offense gets the first down. You got enough yards. What do you have to do? You got to take care of the football. You can't cough it up. The defense forces the fumble, recovers it. The win and all the momentum back to their side.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Running inside. It's Overton. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the street.
There's some room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Hokies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. Just carved carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Quarterback keeper. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. On the move. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll run play action. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. And there are flags flying as the pass ball's incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And down he goes back at the 3.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
Here's the punt, and he's done better. Not much on that one. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Baker. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up. And the Hokies in the hurry up. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And I don't think people realize how fast windows close in sports, man. Like, it happens so fast. It looked like the QB thought he had some space, was going to go get the 1st down, but you got to love the speed of the defense, corralling him quickly and stopping him short of the 1st down.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Back to throw, it's Baker. Touchdown, Hokies! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw on first down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Hunt is on its way. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Setting up the screen. Turning it on! And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
Looking for space. It's Hawkins. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Off play action. Unloads it left. That's reeled in. It's Craver. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Hokies with the 1st and 10. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Trying to impose their will with the run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Scanning the field, it's Baker. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
And the Hokies will try to pick it up on 4th down. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The play-action fake. Under fire. Buried before he could blink. Defensive holding, an automatic 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The hand to the running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The Tigers spin their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Well, you weren't able to get anything running the football there in the first play. You get a TFL. So now you go to the screen and give it back to your running back and let him make something happen in the passing game. There's a lot of different ways you can sprinkle these backs the football, and that was a good idea there on 2nd down by the offensive coordinator.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline, they've done such a good job owning this football game early.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, going to the air. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Baker. Pulls it in, it's Brown. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. One for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. He's got him. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 7 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's Texas A&M with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
They'll give it to him again. Got a little grass. Past the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And you got to love the mindset that this squad just came out with in the second half. Clearly could not run the football the way they wanted to in the first half. Second half came out with energy, with passion, got the running game going, and then no surprise, they go down the field, they double up their rushing yards, Palmer, and they punch it in the end zone.
It give the guys up front a ton of credit, too, because they were missing some assignments, getting pushed around a little bit here in the first half, which is why they weren't able to have success running the football. And they had a little bit of a come to Jesus, it seems, at halftime. They've come out now playing a little bit angry and finally able to get some movement up front. That made all the difference here on this drive with their ability to run.
Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Back to pass, it's Baker. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Looking for more room. The 30.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught on the left side by Wesco. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Run inside. It's Johnson. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. The snap sets up to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
And this one is perfect. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Coming out with it, it's Heath. Makes a move. Still on his feet. They use the sideline as their friend and finally get him out of bounds on the return of the 47. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Baker. Quickly complete. There he goes. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you've got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. At the 20. He's got space. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 of the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
Well, it's a really nice job by the quarterback that time, working through his progressions, because the running back was not the primary target on that play. You find the check down, though, and when you get it to that guy, if he's even got a little bit of room, he's got the wiggle and the speed, and he's going to make something really positive happen. He did right there.
From the gun. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Makes a catch. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out. But to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They take the lead here in the 2nd half.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to Johnson. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. It's a reverse. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Wide receivers, running backs, you see them. They're interchangeable now. You see each playing different positions and handing the ball to wide receivers like you get here. You know, wide receivers are getting the ball more and more in space, but you're also trying to handle the football so they can make some plays, get more touches, especially those good guys. Not a great game, but definitely a good job of getting the wide receiver involved in the run game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Steps away, trying to make magic with his feet. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, that's 2 very good decisions on that play by the quarterback, right? Number 1, not to hand it off. That was the right look to throw into. And the second good decision was his guy was covered, so don't throw it. Just take off and get what you can get. You got to like the decision-making this guy is showing right now in this game.
This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Handoff to the single back. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to it. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Inside the 35. There's a crease. Touchdown, Tigers! Excellent pass by the back on the option. The Tigers are back on top.
What I like about this running back is he can do it different ways. He can hurt you running between the tackles. He's got great vision, but he's also got a lot of speed. And I love the fact that this offense can go option. They can trust the quarterback to make the right decision, pitch it out to him wide, and then you see the speed. There's so many different ways in the running game. This guy can hurt you, and you saw it right there on that long, explosive play.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Heath. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. To the air, it's Baker. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
He might want another play. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. From the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big third down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Send out the offense to go to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Tosses it incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll try the right side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Excellent job by the DB, breaking on the football, getting there and making sure he gets a hand on it and deflects. Listen, it's not about catching it. It's not about getting the interception. It's making sure he doesn't catch it and deflecting that thing where he can't get it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route.
Iron! There! Hammer! Hey! Nah!
Looking to throw, it's Baker. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock, or do you truck?
Wait just a second. They're going to go for it here, and man, if they don't get it, it brings losing into the equation. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, he's still on his feet. The Hokies want to pick up the tempo. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the 1st down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football.
Got it! Touchdown, Hokies! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Really nice job working the route, getting yourself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. The handoff to Johnson. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball.
What a golden opportunity for this offense, scooping up the ball, and now they've got it inside the 10. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
And lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called by Clemson, that's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. 5 defensive backs on the field as they desperately try to keep them out of the end zone late. This is a designed run. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that.
Number 17. Sets a kickoff.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll give it to Johnson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dances away to buy time. On the run, deep down the right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by 7 possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Looking downfield, it's Baker. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback keep. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here.
And, man, that puts this thing away. The QB comes up with another play. Plenty of plays to point to throughout this game, but this one right here ends it. Late in the game, they put it in his hands, and Palmer, he finds a way to get it done.
And you know his play caller was telling him in the headset before the snap, hey, if it's not open, take off and go get this W right now. You can do it with your legs. The defense decided to try and get after him with the pass rush, but they didn't keep him in the pocket, and he makes them pay for it. So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.